The key turned and nothing happened. I tried again. Same result. That's when I saw it. A brand new lock installed on my front door. No notice. No warning. Just a laminated tag hanging from the handle that read access restrict. I was locked out of my own home. The HOA claimed I had failed to correct a safety violation. What was it? An interior electrical risk. The thing is, they had never inspected the inside of my house, and had zero authority to do so. The order came from Janet, not the president, but the enforcement coordinator, the one who handled urgent matters. She moved fast. Too fast. As I stood there, bewildered, I could feel my neighbors watching from their windows. Some looked uncomfortable. Others just looked relieved it wasn't them. I called the HOA office. Voicemail. I called the police. They told me it was a civil issue, and they couldn't get involved. That's when the panic started to set in. My medications were inside. My important documents. My entire life was on the other side of that door. Desperate, I called the tenant rights hotline, even though I owned my home. They told me something absolutely critical. In my state, an HOA cannot deny an owner access to their home without a court order. Ever. This wasn't an enforcement action. It was an illegal lockout. So, I started documenting everything. I took photos of the lock and the tag. I noted the time. I even got a statement from a neighbor who had seen the locksmith. Then, I contacted a property attorney who specialized in emergency injury. Within a few hours, a cease and desist letter was on its way to the HOA. The locks were removed that very same day. But the story doesn't end there. My attorney decided to dig a little deeper. He uncovered that Janet had attempted similar lockouts on 2 other homes. The owners of those homes had one thing in common. They had recently challenged the HOA's spending. Janet claimed she acted alone, and the board, seeing the legal trouble brewing, distanced themselves from her immediately. Janet was terminated. The HOA issued a formal public apology and passed a new policy, explicitly banning any form of access restriction without a court's approval. I finally got to sleep in my own bed that night, but the whole ordeal taught me a valuable lesson. When an HOA crosses the line from enforcing rules to using force, the law doesn't hesitate to step in. If you want to hear more stories where a power trip hits a hard legal wall, make sure to subscribe, because the next time someone oversteps their authority, the outcome might not unlock the way they expect.